Welcome back everyone. I actually already did a video on the first series, me doing a full stack project for a swimming management system using Quarkus backend, Angular frontend, Keycloak for the API security, as well as a Flyway for the database migration. But the last video had a trouble with the sound. I can't really hear the sound from that video, so I just recreate the video, but with all the setup and the task for the first video done. Okay, so yeah, for the first task of the videos, it's to implement the database migration using Flyway. And if you create a project, you already know how to create a project from Quarkus. It's from the Quarkus.io, and in this video I'm just trying to use one dependency at a time, I'm supposed to say, not all the dependencies which are needed for the whole project, but it's gradually adds up as the app scroll. Okay, so for the first video I just using the Quarkus REST for RESTful API, Quarkus+Flyway, your database, and Flyway database. Those are the most important thing now. And then also the application properties, your database name, username, password, and your Postgres URL, where is it running on. And this is also important if you want to automate the migration file as the Quarkus runs. So you have to turn this settings true, because the default value is false. So if you want to take the advantage of the setup, you have to set it to true. And then I think now we can go to yeah, if you see here on the on the Flyway, there is a naming convention for the Flyway database migration. So it's a v1 double underscore and the file name. So in my case, I'm using and also the convention to store the migration file is on the main resources database, or DB. It's migration and then your file. Okay, so my initial file for the Flyway migration database is the initial setup.sql, where I create the parents table, trainers, levels, level requirements, courses, and swimmers. So that's all. And then if you I think we can try to run the and one more thing, I run all my Quarkus and Keycloak on the Docker. So you just need to pull the Docker image from the official, from the Docker hub, I think, and just run it onto your local. It's easier, or you can also download Keycloak or download Postgres and you run it on your local host. That there will be no problem. And the reason I use Docker is try to learn Docker a bit more. So therefore I'm running the Keycloak and the Swim app on the Docker. So yeah, just trying to improve my skill on the Docker, but anything will do, I guess. So yeah, now we are trying to run the Quarkus on development mode. So if you see here, yeah, okay. Actually, on the first time, if you start the first version of the Flyway migration, it will be stated here that first you don't have any schema, and then after that successfully initiated one schema. But since I already did it, so it's just say that successfully validated one migration, and then public one. The schema public is up to date, no migration necessary, because I don't have any file there, so there are no version 2 yet, so therefore it says no migration necessary. That's why it doesn't show anything. But if you check here on the Postgres, you can see that the tables are already created. If you can see here, so Docker, I think it's exec, and then it's the database name. Yeah, okay. So if you see, so the sweep map, let me zoom in. So the sweep map is there. So we can change to sweep map database, and then we can see the tables right there, and you see this Flyway schema history. If we open that from Flyway schema history, so initial setup, yeah, I just did a couple minutes ago, and that's successfully. If you add another version, for example v2, create, I don't know, schedule table or something like that, it will be showing here also. So yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, actually there wasn't too many information regarding the application itself. It's just to starting up or initializing the database. It's really important to do that, so whenever you have a chance on your database, you can keep track on, so you don't lose track of your changes or database using the Flyway. So it's really helpful to do that. So yeah, I think that's all. On the schedule for the next video, I will be creating the entities for the tables that I just created. So excuse me, there is a renovation in the neighborhood, so it's kind of loud. Hopefully the sound is still there. And then yeah, so the next video will be focusing on creating the entities, and I also will use the Panache repository pattern, not the active pattern. So I will have the repository classes, and from there I'll use the queries there, not direct from the entity. So yeah, I think that's all for now. See you on the next video. Thank you.